interacted before when I was a minor and he was a full-grown adult lying about his age.
James Charles drama just took a turn, guys. First of all, yes, I'm still sick. I'm still trying to get over it. So please leave a like, leave a comment. All right, let's talk about this drama. Every time somebody comes against James Charles, their background gets brought up. So you guys remember ZACK SELLARS, who was the whistleblower for the entire situation. Now they're calling him a pedo. Here we go. Here we roll you the receipt. Here we go.
With the James Charles situation going on, a name that keeps getting brought up is ZACK SELLARS. Now, me and ZACK SELLARS have interacted before when I was a minor and he was a full-grown adult lying about his age. Now, at the time of these, I was only 14 years old. Another one. And now this one is when I was still 14, and with proof and a timestamp that I found that he was lying about his age. Not only would he do that, he would ask for pictures constantly and send unsolicited pictures of himself. Now this is 1 year later after he would non-stop call and text me. I'm only making this so people stop giving him attention and interacting with him and supporting him for whatever reason. He's a disgusting person who deserves nothing. I'm seeing ZACK SELLARS all over my For You page, and he's the last person we should be giving attention or any bit of fame to. He's a disgusting person. When I was underage and he was well over age, he would ask for pictures and talk to me and gaslight and manipulate me constantly. I have pictures. I don't have a whole lot, but he's the last person we should be listening to or interacting with.
Grab a snack and come on back. I have a lot to say about that. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to... How do I say this? Zaraf? I hope I say it right. They sent me over some goodies, and I just want to show it to you. Not sponsored, although I should be. This is the elixir of the world. They sent me a nice little letter. And look at that. It's so nice. You know me. I like sneaky snakes, right? Check out the little... They sent me this fragrance that's in the shape of a snake. This is the Curly Scents collaboration. I love this. Look at that. Ooh. This is really nice. I'm going to open it up. I sprayed some on here already. It smells like a man, honey. Like, oh, yes. Check it out. Look at that. I'll spray some on. The sprayer is really nice, too. They sent me another one. Let me show you. Let me put it right here so you can see the sprayer. See that? It goes out, like, really good. Then they sent me another one. This one is called Stay Fresh Productions X Zara. They love music notes and stuff. And then I think, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, but if it does, that looks cool. If not, then it broke in shipping. But I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. And then this is so major that it came with the cleaning cloth, because look how blinding this is. And this thing comes off like a little sticker. Let me show you guys. It's on there really good. See? A little ASMR. But look how shiny. Wow. So I'm going to put that back. This one smells amazing too. I actually really like this one too. Really nice. I'm not mad at it at all. So thank you so much for sending these to me. You guys know I'm a fragrance snob, and I can't wait to add these to the collection. And the box is really nice too. They have all this goodies down there at the bottom and stuff. So thank you. All right, let's talk, because I feel like we need to talk. The James Charles situation, it took a turn. I did not expect the accuser of James Charles to now being called a pedo. Not only that, but then there's some information about his age. They said that he's 25 years old, or something like that. And then that just means that he was hanging out with Evan Johnson, and Evan Johnson was like 20 or 21. Again, that's totally legal. But if you're gonna say that James Charles was hanging out with young guys, then so was ZACK SELLARS. If ZACK SELLARS is the age that people are claiming to be, which is 25, 26, something like that. This was like, when I saw this pop up, I literally was like, oh my God. I was like, here you have the one person that's calling out James Charles, and then now they dug into his background and calling him a pedo. Well. And I do want to say this, because we went live last night, and we're talking about this, and I'm going to play the little clip from the live stream, but I want to say this. If this goes to court, James Charles said in his video that he is suing people for defamation for talking about this. So if you're going to sue me for having an opinion, then sue me for having an opinion, girl. But I want to say this. This kind of like scares people to speak up about it. But I do want to say this. If Kayla Malecc, the woman who was the DV victim, who all this started, the one that, you know, had the boyfriend, Evan Johnson, they broke up, and then James Charles flew Evan Johnson out so they can hang out for a couple days. If Kayla Malecc makes a video, which I have spoke to ZACK SELLARS, we did an exclusive interview with ZACK SELLARS on my yesterday's video, so check it out if you haven't already. ZACK SELLARS said that Kayla Malecc is making a video about James Charles. He said, yes, it's coming. He doubled down on it. He said, yes, it's coming. So does that mean that Kayla Malecc's going to get sued for speaking out? You know what I'm saying? And if this were to go to court, then they would have to bring up, well, you know, why are you saying this about James? And then they're going to be like, well, look, James Charles made this video where he admitted. Okay. Let's talk about that. Let me roll you the clip. Here we go. Roll it. Go ahead for Roderick.
Yeah, I said that that if James is threatening to take Zach to court because of defamation, and he said in his video that Zach wouldn't be the only one that he would take to court for that. He would take other people and take legal matters against them as well if they're speaking up about this and alluding to defamation in his view. That means if Kayla speaks out in a couple of days, backing Zach and what Zach said, he's going to probably take legal matters against Kayla as well. And so it's just like, okay, we're going to see what happens.
Morgan, you want to chime in?
Yeah, so this is all guessing. So I guess with like all of the lawsuits happening, I would guess that James would probably sue Zach, but well, probably not, but not actually file a complaint. And
suing Kayla is wild, though. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, he
Having
did
her
say that if there's defamation,
ex-boyfriend
he would
over
sue.
to his house and then suing her. That would be so wild.
All right, chat, we're back. All right, so you know what's so sad is that no matter how you slice it or dice it, James Charles has left a beauty mark on his career. In the sense that, like, when he goes down, at the end of the day, not goes down like, let me let me paraphrase that. When he passes away, God forbid, finally, right, goes to his eternal rest. What do they always say? We'll dance together one day. When that happens, it's like, does James Charles want to be known as, you know, the guy who had all these scandals with young boys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Is that you're supposed to be known as a badass makeup artist, a badass famous influencer, but now you're going to go down as somebody who fought with these young guys over PDF stuff and women saying this and men saying that. And that's why I said James Charles should have never said anything at all. From a PR marketing standpoint, he should have kept taking straight out of the books of the Kardashian and just don't say anything at all. Don't even address it. Instead, he took it a page out of Donald Trump and denied. And that's how it goes. She's like, every time James Charles gets accused of something, just deny. All that to say this, he should have never said anything at all because the floodgates are open. Now you got this ZACK SELLARS being exposed for being a pedo, for talking to underage kids. A guy came forward, defend that, right? Now we need ZACK SELLARS to come forward and be like, that's not how it went down. I was coerced. I was manipulated. I was all this stuff like that, right? You already know how that, take a page out of James Charles' book. And it's just sad. It's like, damn, you know? And, you know, if I can speak candidly, when James Charles said, yes, I flew Evan Johnson out. Yeah, we hung out at my house for the weekend and we ordered food and watched TV. That's what friends do, right? But I just do not believe that that's all they did. I just can't help but to believe. No, I think, maybe they hooked up. Maybe they did a little this and a little that. And if they did that, That's totally fine. You're two consenting adults that you did that. I just feel the reason why James Charles is denying that, because it'll just make it look bad in front of Kayla Malecc. And the court of public opinion is going to make James Charles look bad. It's going to be like, damn, that was your homegirl and you hooked up with her ex. You broke the girl code, right? James Charles could easily say, and what are you going to do about it? We're both consenting adults.
So, last night, I got a chance to look back at the footage from last week's episode, and I saw what you guys did. You all look really confused. You know what you did. I honestly feel like you all owe me an apology. And scene.
Oh my god.
You really got me, Jane. You really did.
The blood went away from my extremities. I don't know what was happening. It was a hot mess, but he deserves an Oscar for that.
Take this from me because I've had to deal with this. As an influencer, when you grow a following, you will either say or do something that people might not like and might not agree with, and eventually, you might have to apologize. So for today's compact challenge, you guys will be filming your very own apology videos.
Oh my god.
On each of your workstations, you will open up a compact, and I have randomly assigned each one of you a minor scandal. You guys are going to have 15 minutes to run anywhere you want on set and to film a 1-minute, no editing apology video.
I like this.
All right, artists, your time starts now.
What? I took her man. Yeah, he could, but people aren't gonna like him for that. They're gonna be like, James Charles likes to be all big and bad and about it, but when it comes down to it, he should have been like, yeah, I took her man. She couldn't handle it. Like, he didn't do any of that. I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying, like, don't lie to our faces, especially when we know that you were talking to the ZACK Sellars. You did fly him out.
James Charles, old tweet. He said in 2015, 12-year-old girls always manage to make the worst people famous. Irony alert.
Yeah.
Irony alert.
Is this
I just don't believe y'all just sat at home on the couch watching TV. And no, I think y'all did a little sneaky link. But he doesn't want to say that. It's going to make him look bad. So that's fine. But that's just my opinion. This is my God about having an opinion. Right? And I think that even though ZACK Sellars is being called a pedo all over the internet, which looks bad because ZACK Sellars, in my opinion, like, if he was to ever try to get a job now, they're going to find that video of him online because, jobs like to research your background and what people are saying about you online. And now ZACK Sellars is painted as a pedo. See, you can call James Charles a pedo all day long. He has a successful career. He has money in the bank. But when you have somebody like ZACK Sellars who's trying to build a platform, it kind of throws a wrench in it. So I'm really anticipating ZACK Sellars to get up on camera and deny, or say something about it. But it's just like, now we're at the point is, who's a pedo today? Who's today's chomo of the week? Call him out. And then not only that, but it makes people scared to speak up. Because when you speak up and it starts to go viral, people start pointing fingers at you. And that's how that goes. So, wow. What an interesting turn of events. I want to take time to say thank everybody who dropped super thanks yesterday. So that, buy me a new wig. Andrea sent me $5. Thank you guys. And thank you for liking the video, guys. And please, if you feel so inclined, you want more of me, you can join, be a member. I appreciate you so much. And please, like the video. Stop being shady. Be a lady. Support. I can't get a like to save my life. I can't get a comment to save my life. Anyways, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys later. This is Rich Lux, the hottest tea on YouTube. Mwah.